share us some British custom, like to our audience, and because we don't know much about British custom, like because British tea time is quite famous because we see in movies. And fish and chips is something I'm not a big fan. I need to try it. I tried. I am not a fan because maybe it's my personal opinion.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So you're not a fan of fish and chips. What part of British culture are you a fan of that you wouldn't have that colour? What do you enjoy?
Neil, you shouldn't sit like that now.
So this is the microphone.
No, I actually watch a lot of movies, and of course I like history during my school time. So I want to see when I got a chance to immigrate somewhere. So why I come to especially Britain, because I was a lot of fascinated about especially the Bridgerton, lot of web series, movies, influencers, so good. And I was very much aware of British weather, but I never expect this much pathetic. But I'm not a big fan of British weather, but I never get too much.
Neither the British. Don't worry about that. You're not alone there. Matt, where are you from?
But I always felt like that I don't know too much about British custom. So when I get a time, I go to London to explore like authentic. I go to theatre. I need to admit, last December I go and saw theatre because I want to
watch?
The Shakespeare drama. So that is something I know because I learned Shakespeare drama in school time. So I want to see that because it's in books. When you see something from your eyes, it will be a good experience, right? So, but I need to know more about, as an immigrant, me and AJ, where we should go. What are your like Brits custom, like personal custom? How you celebrate your festivals, or do you have any like we have our own authentic food, like Indian food. Like what is your Brits? I think Brits tea time and English breakfast is also quite famous. So other than that, can you explain us your custom? And I like especially the British men dressing style, wearing suit and very gentle.
Come on, they're not wearing suit these days. They trousers like summer on the knee, you know?
No, I have that.
She's advertising herself now. I like the British men, what they wear. To the camera, say that.
And very gentle, because when you're traveling, especially in tubes, you can see that. I think it is like European people. They're very gentle to their girls. They hold their bag and they're very polite. And I like that quality. Because in my culture, men are a little bit macho. So here it is very gentle.
So you're saying British, they're really soft?
Yeah, men especially. Being a girl, I need to look that kind of.
So it's ticking off the boxes of, you talked about Bridgerton just then. Okay. So you're ticking off the box of the British, in your head you have the English gentleman.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, no, in some cases that can be the case, in other cases it can't. But that's a sign of the changes as well. In terms of relationships now and dating, that's a whole other ball I'm not going to go into. Okay. That's changed as well. But I think, what would I recommend? Well, I've lived in Southend most of my life, so my first rule is to leave town on my day off sometimes. Yeah, I've access. It's a lovely town, but I have access to 2 train stations. Mm-hmm. So I go to London like a couple of times a month maybe, or I'll go, and I've got a few people I know up there that sometimes I go and see.
Oh, can you suggest other than fish and chips, like British authentic food? I need to know.
It's interesting because with the UK, we're one of those places where we have something of everything. Okay. So we're not Italian, but we love pizza. You know, we're not like.
I think your famous one is roast dinner, no?
Yes,
roast dinner.
I was just thinking about it. We went for Toby Carvery.
Yeah.
So roast dinners.
Yeah. Okay.
So roast dinners, fish and chips. What else is there? I think
breakfast English is it, right?
Yeah.
Tradition. That's the ultimate round thing. Yeah. So you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast. That's a fry up, so sausage, egg, bacon, or you can have the vegetarian option, etc.
Black pudding.
Black pudding. I don't black pudding.
Nobody likes the I don't know where they sell them.
Sorry.
And very perfect omelette.
Yeah, I have omelette sometimes.
It's just
fried eggs.
Yeah, fried eggs, boiled eggs, right? What else you got? Poached eggs,
any type of poached eggs, scrambled, yeah.
Because I never heard about the poached egg before I came to Britain, because we don't do the poached eggs. Yeah.
Polish eggs?
Poached.
Poached, right, okay.
We never do them.
So breakfast, lunch and dinner, it's a tradition to to try and fit those in a day.
What will be in lunch usually?
Sandwich, or maybe a salad, or just some fruit or something. It's a middle of the day meal, so that's the tradition.
But
as well.
desserts are so good. I love Christmas, and I love to go to London.
They do really good cheesecakes.
Yeah, they have a lot of good cakes, baking. Bakery is best, I would say. My favorite part is like bakery session.